Sorry.
Alright, so let's pick up the game.
Yeah.
Alright, so last week the party arrived on Syria, having fought off a kraken and survived the boat trip over. They were then stripped of their magic and valuable possessions, and prompted by Quartermaster Thrawn to go and unblock a spring that feeds the canals that is currently blocked and causing a localized famine. The party accepted this task and went about collecting information to complete this quest and obtain their super nice items and also other super nice items. When we left off, the party was down at the docks. Still had just gathered information and just shared it with one another. Some group of people is coming up to the party. They look pretty menacing. Somebody familiar steps out. It is that pirate who tried to get you guys to escape with him.
Is he missing some teeth?
He has minor bruises.
Does he have summer teeth?
He's a pirate. He's got like almost no teeth.
Come back to get clocked again, huh?
He's like, today you'll be the ones getting clocked. And he's like, I got several muscly sailors here.
I look towards the sun, stick my arm out, and I'm like, 4 o'clock.
We still gotta see the archaeologist, so let's make this quick, guys.
Alright, do you guys want to try to talk to the people? Or do you guys just want to go over to combat and beat the crap out of these people?
How muscly are they?
Several of them look to just be mostly beer guts and like fishermen.
But are they strong fat?
Are they strong fat?
Is that something I can judge from my glance?
Wait, we could take them with us and use them as cannon fodder.
That's entirely possible.
I say let's make bygones be bygones. I got a good deal for you if you want to come. You screwed me up, I screwed you up. It seems fair enough to me.
We still have Diplo. Make a Diplo check.
Do we have a Diplo?
Persuasion.
Just persuasion.
That sounds like a Diplo song.
Oh, I'm guessing I don't have advantage.
Nope.
Bembe Matumbo.
Do they surround me?
They surround you. They don't seem, they're like, what could you offer us? You're just off the boat.
We do not believe in death, Black.
What?
John made an obscure reference and I was continuing it.
Well, we got an offer from the quartermaster for a whole chest of goods. And we're willing to split it with you. 2080.
One of them's 40.
What do you say?
He wants 60-40. They want majority.
Well, that's not fair. We've got more people than you.
There's 8 of them, counting the pirate.
Can they count?
So that's the only thing that I think a pirate needs to know how to do is stab people and count.
And count.
Alright, that's fair.
What about sail?
No, they just capture sailors and make them do that.
Oh, that makes sense, yeah.
I give him a squint and I say 1090. You lost the 10%.
Let's see. Does anybody else in the party want to give them any ultimatums, or they just want to fight them?
Honestly, if they get any closer to Morgan, what's your character's name?
Snort, yeah.
If they get any closer to Snort, I'm gonna fucking start throwing around some hands.
I mean, if they throw a punch, I'm gonna call down the arms of Hadar on them, so...
Thrashing thrash and smash.
As is tradition.
Yeah, exactly.
A great day for Zaria and thus forward.
I do. Okay, I step forward.
Here,
You
I'll put him-
know, this man here, it's not really one for good plans. You're making an honest mistake trying to
Are you
trifle
calling
with us.
him man?
You may as well come along.
Talking about the captain.
He's a boy.
Good save.
Sorry, go ahead.
I'm basically saying you should come with us, or we'll whoop up on you. That's what I'm trying to get across there. We'll give you the smackdown. Let's
Brother.
see
You're
what my
intimidating them.
smackdown roll does.
Roll a persuasion.
Thanks,
Oh,
DM.
intimidation.
Good and worse.
Très magnifique.
Ignore this next roll. I'm just testing something.
Yeah. You
Okay,
wish that was your role.
It's not busted. Just making sure.
Oh, it's busted.
Let's see. Instead, they don't.
This mini is amazing.
The orcish bartender. Yeah. They don't want to take either of your deals, mostly because they're not super good deals in their eyes, and they think that they could beat you. So, one of them, probably the main pirate, he'd be like,
Throw the punch.
I was honestly hoping I'd fail.
"Oh,
Yikes.
17."
So what does the main pirate do?
He says that they'll just wait till you come back to town and steal the items from you, or you'll just give it to them because they'll beat you up right now.
How would we give it to them if they beat us up now?
That's not counting or fighting, so he doesn't know how to do that.
Got him!
You know I had to do it.
Alright. So I'm surrounded. I'm gonna move into the middle of them.
Okay.
I'm gonna start swaying and waddling this way.
And then I'm gonna call down my elder god for the
I'm gonna get
arms
out
of
of the way.
Adar. Giant, just big, burly, shadowy arms come out of my back and beat down everyone. And what is it?
Man,
Let me
so you
check.
turn into Machamp?
Pretty much, for like a split second. You gotta have a quick reaction time to see it.
I'm gonna,
That's
with
dope.
concern, follow the drunken monk.
All right, so everyone in
Trust
10
him to
feet
not get himself whooped.
of me. Hold up, let me get a ruler. So, everyone in 10 feet of me. They need to make a saving throw. Oh, 52 makes it! No, the person with the 17 makes it, but the others don't. So that one takes half damage and failed save, and they can't take reactions for the ones that failed, okay?
Ah, that works.
Alright, so it's 9 for the full, and then are we rounding down or up? It's 4 or 5, depending.
I'll go up and give it 5, just because that makes it an easier fight.
Oh.
Worried maybe these guys are too beefy. Let's see, 9. Okay, so they're pretty much all halves then. They all have 16. That's not bad. Monk, are you just gonna wander over to this archer guy?
Yeah.
I'm following behind you to keep an eye on you. I think you're gonna get yourself wrecked.
When he sees you coming, he's like, I don't want any trouble from some drunkard. He's like, I'll cut you where you stand.
No. No, thank you. And then I'm gonna punch him. I'm gonna sock him right in the mouth.
Alright.
Roll to sock.
The sockening. Let's see it.
Gargoyle.
Go roll.
Seven.
My bad.
Doesn't hit.
No, I rolled a 2. So I'm just gonna like swing and just like pass by and be like, oh, sorry about it.
Oh no.
Herc.
That gibberish. What spell is that, Elder God? I don't understand.
Oh, because it just looks like a bunch of gobbledygook stuff that melt your mind because you'll
Oh.
keep it through your face.
Can I swing again with my quarterstaff?
No, somebody else gets to go.
Yes.
Is that an attack, Josh?
That was me trying to edit my sheet and failing.
Okay, does Densha or Clang Parent want to do anything?
You bet your ass I'm about to get into this big old scuffle. Here I go. Let's see. And Bazango.
Bob Zoople.
Just to let you know, if I cast that spell again, I'll be punching you as well.
That's okay.
And probably Ben. Nope, not Ben.
Nope, I'm out of the 10 feet.
I have belief in my abilities, and
Alright.
I'll also want to clobber some dudes.
Is the guy in the hat the pirate?
Yeah, that's the main pirate guy that you guys met earlier.
Let's see. So I use my move. And I'm gonna swing at him with my I don't actually wanna like smush the pirate, but like it'd be Nah, I'm gonna hit him, I'm gonna throw my net at him.
He.
That's just a ranged touch attack?
I
guess just range attack.
believe so. Let me find out how I can roll with.
Let's see. Let's see. A creature can use its action to make a DC 10 strength check to free itself. Or it can deal slashing damage. Okay. Yeah, that hits.
And I'm pretty sure throwing the net is a bonus action. But I'll have to.
What, so you get it for free?
See, that's what I'm wondering.
Oh, shoot.
So if the net's a bonus action.
I think I was supposed to do an extra d6 of damage, but it's alright.
Next time.
Yeah. Because all of my spells are considered maximum spell level because of how warlocks are. So I only get 2 slots a day, so.
Oh, okay. That's a trade-off.
Yeah.
You recover them on short rest, though.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. That's the
Okay.
special thing about warlocks. Katie was playing one.
Nice. Thanks for telling me.
So it's not a bonus action in itself, but I can use my bonus action to throw the net.
Oh my goodness.
And then I'm gonna hit him with my Morning Star.
With the blood drinker?
Yeah. Let's smush him. Bango? 6.2. Yeah. I don't know how that fucking works.
Wait, is that the hit die?
It shouldn't be. I clicked the same thing that I did for the net, and it rolled an actual roll for my net.
Give me 6.2. 6 don't make it. He's got 13 AC.
Let me try it again real fast. You can just ignore it.
Alright. Does the bard or the healer want to do anything?
Sure, I'll go. Terran's gonna draw his rapier and move up here. Stab that person in what appears to be a purple dress.
Hopefully not an NPC.
Let's put.
Yeah, that hits.
Alright, so let me just figure out how to roll damage.
So this green bow and arrow person still, right?
Just being struck right now.
Okay. He said purple dress.
The people with the red aren't dead. And they aren't unconscious. They're just pinned and wounded. Five damage.
I am going to do
Alright, go for it. Imagine Terran runs up and just pokes some serious holes in this archer, mostly in his lower thigh and his upper thigh and lower abdomen.
know how to cast. Okay. So I have to, like, what do I roll?
No, usually the person you're attacking has to roll a save of some kind.
Okay, so I can just cast.
Yes.
Alright, I'm gonna cast command
Mm-hmm.
lady. And I'm gonna command her to grovel.
How does command work on somebody who isn't willing?
They have to pass a
Will save.
wisdom
But
saving throw. Or
how
follow
do
the
you
command
tell
list.
them what you want them to do?
Well, I can just repeat the word command. I've heard it in the past.
No, but like grovel.
Oh, you use a one-word command.
So you know the word grovel as well?
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Okay.
So she failed the check.
Yeah.
You get to decide how she does that.
Yeah. Well, after being stabbed in the leg, she just drops down in like a huddled up position, and she just shouts, "Please, don't, no more!" She's like, "I give up." She's like, "I thought you'd be pushovers."
Oh, the archer?
Yeah.
Do other of the gang kind of come to their senses?
Let me give him a morale check. No, they are still. The rest of these guys are still ready to fight.
Awesome.
You could try to talk them down if you want, though.
Nah. They'll learn.
Alright. Now they get to go.
Oh, what's this city called again?
This is Highcliff.
Okay. We gotta
Yeah.
come up with a gang name.
Yeah.
The High Cliff Jumpers. No, that's a bad one.
Let's see. I'm just gonna consider the archer.
I always go with the Laughing Skulls when it comes to gangs and D&D, so probably not pick that one.
It's a pretty good one.
It's good, but everyone uses it. Like, was it Sword Art Online used it? There's other D&D people that use it. World of Warcraft used it.
Really?
Yeah. Not for a gang, though.
Let's see.
It's a good
Actually,
name.
none of these other people can move this round because they were pinned from last round, right?
Well, they lost their reactions. They can move.
No. Pirate could not break free of the net. He rolls and struggles, but he's like a captured weasel in a bag. He's like, let me out of here. A lot of these guys are like, wow, our leader is kind of lame. Let's see. Guy's just gonna step over this guy and try to hit Gensha.
Can't believe Gensha said my plans don't work.
No, she said that about the captain.
Oh. I'm gonna take it personally either way.
Oh. It ties. I think the tie goes to the attacker.
We normally play defender rules. But that is up to Swirly to set the precedent for this game.
We do normally do that. All right. It's a draw, so nothing. I imagine nothing would happen.
Just clangs off of my chainmail.
Yeah, he has like a really weak flail, basically, and he runs up and hits his flail tip against well, probably your hand axe. No, your maul. Let's see. Guy in the green down here is gonna try to grab the goblin.
Trying to nab the goblin.
Yep. You only got a 9. Make a grapple.
A grapple? He doesn't have to hit me first? I don't know how grapple works.
I think grapple is just a regular attack. And the way it works is you oppose it. At least that's how I've done it.
Alright, is there a grapple button then? Like, how do I oppose it?
I think it's a strength check.
It's like, no, grapple's like a specific thing, I thought.
Yeah, did they
It's like
take
strength
that?
plus something.
I should have brought my book down.
Yeah, the rules are
Here,
different with
wait.
Ivy.
I've got my book next to me. God, this thing's fucking.
Ivy.
Page 195.
Grappling. You try to seize the target by making a grapple check. A strength athletics check contested by the target's strength athletics checks or dexterity acrobatics check. The target chooses the ability.
I'm gonna go with acrobatics, because my strength is... Oh, it didn't matter!
Become grabbed.
Alright. This big smelly man with a long beard just laughs and he's like, come here. He's like, come here, little fella. And he grabs Snort.
Okay, let me just see what being grappled means.
From what?
Big hug.
Well, yeah, but.
My speed becomes 0. It ends if the grappler is incapacitated. It ends also if the effect removed the grappler from the reach of the grapple. Okay, so I can still act, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can oppose the grapple every turn to get out of it.
Nah, I'm gonna just punch people.
Alright.
I'm gonna spit in his eyes.
Whose turn is it?
Sorry, last guy's got to punch you, and he got a 20.
Oh, he hits.
Does 1 damage.
Ah, good.
I kind of look at him like, you didn't want to do that.
He just cracks his knuckles and looks real unsavory. After that goes back to the top of the list, so it goes right back to Snort.
Alright. Everyone within 10 feet can make a saving throw.
10. That goes.
Kind of saving throw.
Fortitude, I think. Let me check.
Yeah,
I can just.
strength based, I believe. And when I read your spell.
Let's see. I have it right here. I failed. Yep, strength.
Sweet.
Wow. Did you roll enough?
There's a 17. Oh, I'm missing one.
Because there should be 5 from you.
3, 4, 5. Oh, you're right. There should be 2 d20 to add on. Oh, I fail.
Alright. So it's 8 damage and then 4 on a success.
All right, so the guy who punched you, he's perfectly unconscious. Came right down and crushed him, like right into the dock. So only his head is sticking up now.
Oh, jeez.
Let's see. What was the save? 17?
14.
14? All right.
So it looks like 2 failed.
This guy made it, so now one more hit. And you take a damage.
And since my move is 0, I can't take a move action, so that's my turn.
Mm-hmm. Alright, Drunk Monk.
That's me. Let's see. I'm going to take my quarterstaff and attempt to hit this person.
Alright, while his back is turned.
That is correct.
Alright, roll for
Don't play fair.
it. Yeah, his whole art is deception.
How about a
roll for
21?
damage.
How'd you get your weapon to work? Because mine's rolling in weird decimals for some reason.
I'm not really sure. I put the name, attack, and just checked it for the one kind of damage. Did you check it for multiple kinds of damage or something?
I don't think so.
It does not seem... Oh, and then I think I can just click... Info. Oh, no. It does not work. Roll 1d6 plus... That's not my damage. Mm. 1d6 plus 3. Oh, min damage 4.
That's exactly what he has. Now he's perfectly unconscious.
And then let me see if I can do what I want to do here. I am then going to use one key point, Kai point, however you want to say it, to use Flurry of Blows. So immediately after I take wait, can I just click this? Does that do it?
Oh, so you can disengage and go to somebody else and hit them.
Yeah, I'm going to do that to the captain.
All right, he's basically running, but he's like captured in a net.
So I'm going to punch him twice.
Go for it.
Double punch. Now, do you want me to use the advantage as one roll, or do you want me to roll twice?
I would just roll twice.
Okay.
Oh no, it comes with a Oh no, never mind.
Yeah, that's why I was asking if you wanted me to roll twice. But yeah, 15 and 13.
Oh, you're rolling with advantage, right? You take the higher roll.
Yeah.
No, I'm not rolling with advantage. I was just wondering if he wanted me to just roll once and then use both the roll and the advantage roll as my 2 rolls.
No.
Because it's essentially the same.
Oh yeah, because you do roll 2 die that way. That's interesting. I never thought about that.
But anyway, do I hit?
You hit with your first one, and the other one ties with his AC.
Five damage to him.
All right. That knocks him down to just a little bit of health left. Imagine you just kind of wander over and you swing your arms like the limbs of a tree in a storm and just whack him really good.
Correct.
Right, I believe it was the bard who goes next. Who was it?
That's me.
Bye.
It's the bard.
Well, if they're all dropping, I'll just step a little closer to the man fighting and attack again. That one.
All right, roll to hit that one.
$16?
That does hit.
Ooh, max damage.
Oh. Oops, sorry. That guy goes directly into critical. You jump at him. He turns just in time to get stabbed just above his sternum, right under his neck. Blood spurts out all over Gensha.
Good. Yes. This is what I wanted.
He's hoping. All right.
Make a morale check. Like, do you say that out loud?
Of course.
I mean, she wouldn't say anything. She would probably
Just smile like a mad person.
holler and scream and roar.
Oh, you're right. That's much better.
All right, Klein, you get to go.
All right.
There's one
Quick.
person holding snort left.
Quick question.
Mm-hmm.
So when you do a spell, do you add anything to like the attack roll? Or
Yeah, you get your spell attack bonus, which is your proficiency bonus, and your spellcasting modifier. So, like, if it's wisdom, you get your wisdom modifier. If it's charisma or intelligence, you get those.
Charisma caster.
I'm a charisma caster.
Yeah, it's bard, warlock, sorcerer,
and a cleric.
Yeah, okay. Clerics do use wisdom.
cleric's whiz.
So
So are druids.
cast sacred.
What are the other int casters?
Wizard,
Yeah, other than wizard.
just wizard.
Oh, really?
What's
I'm
it do?
pretty sure. Maybe fighter, when fighter gets spells.
Yeah, the fighter
what
and
does it
the
do?
Rogue,
average
probably.
Dexterity saving
Do
throw.
rogue? Oh yeah, for their okay.
Yeah,
What does it do, though?
arcane trickster, whatever the hell.
A flame
Maybe
light
it might be
attacks a
charisma.
creature that you see within range and has a 60-foot range. Target must succeed in a dexterity
Also,
saving
wizards
throw
use
or take
string.
1d8 radiant damage.
Yeah, but this person is grappling snort.
That's true.
This means you light your friend on fire.
Never mind.
Do it!
No.
We're on the docks.
Yeah, because there's water right below you. You could just jump in the water.
I won't be happy though.
Mm,
But will you be upset?
Okay.
okay, I'll just use inflict wound
Okay.
first, though. Oh, on a hit, the target takes 3d10 necrotic damage.
Yep.
That's a lot.
I keep forgetting we're level 3.
Wait, how much necrotic damage?
3d10.
Jesus Christ.
What level
Pretty
spell slot
good.
is that?
First level, Romancy.
Brutal. What's the save?
40.
Melee spell attack, so I have to touch them.
Alright.
So I roll a 1d20 plus my wisdom?
Plus your
And your
proficiency.
proficiency.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I crit failed.
Hi.
You touch
Okay.
your own
You-
arm.
You scream your war cry as you come over. Your hand glows with menace. You reach out to touch this guy, but he holds up Snort in front of the way. You grab Snort on the shoulder.
Ah!
Damage.
I'm sorry.
Max damage. You die.
15 damage.
Excellent. Am I on fire?
No, it's worse. It's necrotic damage. What I imagine is like where it touched you, your clothes like rip, and all the skin underneath there becomes scar tissue, and then instead of healing, it goes in reverse and bursts open. All the scars do.
You. So this guy's covered in blood and pus and sores.
Yeah, he's completely frightened. I'm gonna have him make a separate morale check.
I'm just screaming in agony.
Oh, he failed. He's like, I'm out of here, man. He's gonna take a jump in the drink.
No, drink. Because I'm a drunk guy. Stay tuned for more brilliant comedy.
Sure, you guys did combat. Sorry, Gensha didn't get to do the last move, but I guess the last pirate here, Gensha wants to go.
Yeah, is the captain still up and at him?
He's the only person who has health.
Morgan, you get 4 hit points.
Oh yeah.
I'm
just like on the ground, my clothes covered in blood.
I'm so sorry.
My little centipede licking them up. Smacking his head away.
I step over the pirate in front of me, and I kick the captain in the ribs.
Alright, roll a d6. He just kind of rolls over and spits up some blood. He's like, "You guys always screw up my plans." He's just like, "Gah," and then he's completely unconscious.
Sweet. I sling him over my shoulder. He's coming with us.
Excellent.
I check him for weapons.
He's gonna pat him down.
Yeah.
You find my dagger.
Imagine you guys just turn him upside down and shake him like an open pinata, and knives and sharp things, little picks fall out of him, and little tiny cheap coins and copper.
All right, that looks to be about everything. Hey, we're taking the pirate with us, guys.
Take me to the medic.
Hey there. Hey,
I think
can probably help you out if you need.
I think I need new skin.
Great job, Clang. If we need anyone melted, we'll go to you.
Wait, John, say it again. You just came back.
Great job, Clang. If we need anyone melted, we'll go to you.
I squawk sadly.
I reach out to Clang to help me go to the archaeologist. Or wherever we're going. Maybe. Okay.
I'm like,
My centipede kind of crawls up on top of you.
I let it happen even though it bothers me because I feel bad.
It's millions of legs just crawling, moving.
Damage is still remaining on.
Alright, so where are we headed? I kind of want to get cleaned up.
You guys want to take the elevator up to the top of High Cliff, where
Yes.
the normal places, and see the place, and go to the mountain, get healed?
Where's the archaeologist? Is he on the upper level?
Upper level.
Okay.
Oh no, it sounds like you're talking about something important. Kinda.
Alright.
Yeah, let's do that. I mean, I want to go, but I feel like this isn't the best way to look for me, so I might just grab it in if you guys want to go. and we'll meet up at the inn. It's still like what, midday?
I'm gonna go with you to continue to monitor your time.
Okay.
Hello, Meg. Oh, I only saw Meg wants to say hi. I didn't see it. It wasn't for me.
Before you leave for the inn, Taryn will walk over and ask if you need more assistance.
I kind of look at myself and like, yeah, I'm still pretty worse for wear. I kind of point to like open sores and wounds from the. What did you even cast on me? Like, goddamn.
Inflict wounds.
Oh my god. It's
You have
stronger
been
than a lot of my
inflicted.
spells. Yeah, I really have.
I went over him.
I'll take any help you can give me, Taryn.
All right, then. Taryn will clap his hands together and rub them fast, and then like he'll channel his magic and cast a spell on you.
Alright. Inflict wounds!
You got it.
Just kill
Roll a new
Snort. Never liked goblins anyway. Oh yeah.
Ooh, a beautiful 4 health.
That's how much Katie healed me for too.
Even though it was a 1+2.
Thanks. I still need to get cleaned up, so I give you the directions for the archaeologist.
Alright, so we're passing the directions to the archaeologist onto the other half of the party and finding an inn?
Yeah. Cause I have to wash up and change. I can't.
Half of the people go into the inn, make search checks to find a nice inn, and the other half you go into the archaeologist, right?
So is that like investigation? Is that because
Oh, yeah.
there's not a search?
They don't have gather info either.
Is that investigation?
Yeah, I would use investigation.
God damn it! I
You
don't.
owned it.
Yeah. I'm asking people, and they're just like, just go away, please. Eureka Copper.
All right. So the party makes their way to the elevator, and on the way there, they have to share the ride with there's like a blonde elf lady. And she's like, "Come, children!" She's like 30 different children of different races. And then you all pack into this elevator, and it starts taking you up the cliff like 500 feet. And I finally get the sketch out. So this is what High Cliff actually looks like.
Beautiful.
So you guys just had a fight over there, and then here's where the elevators are. No, here.
Oh,
Is
and
anyone else
there's
concerned about the lady that lives in the prison colony taking care of all the children?
nope.
We don't know her crime.
I got other things to worry about, like why
What do
there's a dinosaur up there. Look at that. There's a Triceratops. There's a Bronchosaurus.
What am I, child services?
Yeah.
Is that what does the monk just look concerned at this
Well,
young
I'm not
elf woman?
there.
You're with us.
Oh, I thought I went to go to the archaeologist.
Yeah, you have to take the elevator to get up there.
Oh, gotcha. Yes, I look concerned. But, and I wave at the kids.
Like one of the kids looks at the lady. She's like, "Why does that man smell so bad?"
I wave at the old lady.
Oh, she's not old. She's a young woman.
Well, she's an elf, so I don't know how old she is.
Well, I mean, like, it is a penal colony, but, like, other people are just here, you know? People could have been born here.
Next will be telling me that people were born in Australia.
Nah,
Isn't this based on Australia?
Australia's a myth. It doesn't exist.
Oh.
I mean, have you ever seen
Sorry.
a drop there?
No, but I've never been to Australia, so.
Exactly.
Oh, well, that's infallible logic, yeah.
Flat Earth. Australia doesn't exist. It's a lie.
That's just a projection on the dome.
Oh my god. Stop. There's someone at my work that believes this.
Oh Christ.
Yeah. All
They're
right.
not
So
reptilians. Oh, alright.
my other coworker believes in them.
Sweet.
So yeah, I guess I'll wander around until I find an inn.
All right, Kenku will follow you.
I'm gonna help you look.
Oh, actually, can I have my Quizit Frankie go with the monk?
Can you quiz it talk?
No, but it can lead them because I can talk to it telepathically.
Ah, okay. The
So I can
will-
lead it back to us.
What are we rolling to look for an inn?
Investigation.
Wait, he might be able to talk actually. Let me. Don't hold the game up, but
All right. I'll tell you about High Cliff. Let's see. When you guys finally get up to the top of the elevator and let out, it's like a booming, prosperous little town.
yeah, he can talk common.
Let's see. It has a big military presence. There's like a soldier on every like end cap, but there's also a lot of like squalidness. People are sleeping in alleys. It's kind of like a weird contrast between like the military's orderliness and the disorderliness of just rampant homeless people everywhere, just in the little shacks. Little all these elevators and the big hooks with the people and the ships dangling are like powered by these dinosaurs and like hamster wheels, like lifting these big ships up for repair and dry dock.
All right. What's the lighthouse?
That's important. That's where you're gonna be going.
Is it really?
No, not your half of the party.
Oh.
Oh, lighthouse, lighthouse.
Alright, so
This campaign was made for me.
Let's see. I'll go to the party going to the lighthouse first, and we'll go through parts of that, and then we'll jump back to the tavern finding sequence. How's that sound? Let's see. Gensha. I think the bard's going too. Is that? Yeah.
As far as I know.
Gensha, Terran, and Tab are all going with the Quizlet, who is he's a giant centipede or millipede.
It's a quasi, isn't that just like a type of imp?
Yeah, kinda. It looks like a giant centipede right now.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, so instead of familiar, you have that?
Well, it's a familiar of sorts. And listens to me and someone else, so.
I only looked at the great old one when I made a monk or warlock.
Gotcha. Well, you can choose from anything for that.
Yeah. I think I had like a tiny fey dragon.
Oh, yeah.
Or I might have had a spider or something because I was a drow.
That makes sense.
Let's see. The party makes their way through parts of the city. It's bustling. There's tons of people everywhere. There's lots of these strange creatures you've never seen before, and probably could never imagine how quite large a lot of them are.
I've seen them.
That's true. It doesn't bother Brother Cab. Maybe he just thought they were some kind of stress-induced drunken nightmare.
Begins whistling.
Suddenly, you turn into an alley, and it's just the smell of delicious meats. A large orcish butcher trying to hand out meat to the party. He looks at Gensha. He's like, "Please, buy some of my dried meat."
Does the dried meat look good? Actually,
I'm not sure
how long
what kind of animal it is. It looks like a duck.
There you go, buddy.
How long has it been since I've eaten real food?
This is your first day off the boat, so maybe like 3 months.
Ooh, wait. Forget if my pack came with coins. I'm going to assume 10 gold coins. And call it that. Yeah, how much for the meat?
He's like squinting and looking at you. He's like, some value looks familiar.
I can assure you, you've never seen me before.
Keeps squinting. He's like, I know you. And he like goes into the back of his shop. He comes out with a bunch of meat. He says that he saw one of your fights once when he was back in the mainland.
Uh-huh. Oh, really? Enjoy them, did you?
He's like, I want a pretty penny. He's like, let me share the bounty. And he just gives you a bunch of meats. Just imagine like somebody throwing a bunch of rubber chickens at you. It's just the tons of meat in this strange format. They're like fried chicken.
I go up to Gensha and I'm like, see if, like, trying to whisper but clearly not. I'm like, see if he has any ale.
Don't feed this one. He's nothing but trouble, and we need him sober.
I haven't been sober in 30 years. No.
My body stores liquor.
But you're only 40.
God. I can't help but laugh at the incredible amount of dried ducks that this man's given me.
Oh, they're like the ones that hang in the shops at like Chinatown and stuff.
I'm thinking that's what I'm carrying.
Like you're like, I probably wouldn't eat that. But then you see it and you're like, yeah, I'd totally eat that.
Flattered as I am, dear fan of mine, is there a way that you could package this a little better? We're heading out into the woods, and I'd rather not be killed by whatever it is lives out in there.
He's like, oh, what are you talking about? That meat's natural. It comes from right around here. It's gonna smell just like nature for you.
But if something in the wilderness smells this food and tries to attack us, well, it wouldn't be a really good payment, now would it?
Thinks about it long and hard. He comes back with some hardtack. He give you enough hardtack to last a week. They just give it to you because nobody's buying it. Oh, that's not true. Nobody wants to eat his hardtack because it tastes bad, and you can tell just by looking at it that's why
So
he
it
has so
tastes
much.
like hardtack.
Yeah.
Having lived off of nothing but hardtack for about 3 months, and rice gruel and other gray foods, I visibly dry heave and say that I will keep the ducks.
He looks at you. He says, "You should be thankful." He says, "A lot of people in here don't got anything to eat." He's like, "I'm giving away all this just for you." He's like, "You gotta survive this famine." He winks. He's like, "Us orcs people gotta stick together."
I voraciously consume the dry tack.
I offer Terran some duck.
Terran takes the duck from you, glancing at the hardtack and like much preferring obviously the duck, but he's not going to say anything.
See, more duck for us, and that walking booze hound can eat the hardtack.
Most booze hounds can walk. Keeps eating hardtack.
I bid the orc good day, and hopefully drag along the drunk.
Hold on, guys. I'll be right back.
Actually leaves in real life to go eat more hardtack.
Comes back with saltines. No, I'll be right back. I gotta move my car so my dad can get out.
All right. Well, using the directions, it's very easy to find. Come on, right? Only I could type. All right. The party's only directions are to find the large blue tower, It's very easy to find because it is a lighthouse on the edge of town. It's a large blue tower, unlike the rest of the buildings, which are all mostly mud brick. You pass by some alleys and alleys filled with dirty people. Many of them seem pretty standoffish. Everybody here seems kind of strangely standoffish, not as talkative as that friendly orc was. And you arrive outside the lighthouse. There's just a door and a sign. Looks like a nice little place, a little garden outside.
What does the sign say?
When you read the sign, it says, "Working in field, back in 3 days."
Well, that's no good. We can't exactly wait 3 days.
Is there a field that we can visibly see nearby?
Your position isn't super elevated, but based on the smell, you believe there's some agricultural fields nearby, but you can't see them.
Do you all want to go to the top of the lighthouse and see if we can find that field from up there?
It would probably help. While we're inside, we might as well, gather information. Wink, wink.
All right, let's go in the lighthouse. Is the door locked?
Yes.
It is locked, but the door seems somewhat flimsy.
It's a good thing you have a key that opens all locks.
Actually, I think you have that key still.
Aw, shit, I do.
But I have lockpicks, and those are at least something.
Yeah.
Terran will try and pick the lock quickly before he catches the monk bashing the door down.
Make a... Is it still a pick lock?
Is that a tools check?
Is it tools? I like that if that's what they change it to. Yeah, if that's... I would go with the tools check.
Hot damn.
Nuts. Terran sticks the pick and lock in there, jiggles it for only a second. This lock is so flimsy, it only has 2 tumblers. Springs open, and the door slowly slides open. It's very dark inside, though.
After the door is open, Terran steps back and motions for the monk to lead on. After you.
Monk went to move his car. We can come back. Alright. What did you guys get on your investigation
I got a
checks?
10.
I got a 5.
Alright, nobody wanted to talk to the blood-covered goblin, but they did talk to the strange bird man.
Makes sense. As you make sound effects at them.
They say that there's...
Sorry about that, guys.
And that's a good place to rest for the night. They have beds at a good price for travelers.
I thank them with a peep and a nod. And then I carry my small goblin friend off with me to this place.
A football under your arm.
I give him a piggyback ride.
That's true. You're not
Yeah.
that size, right?
Yeah, we're not. I'm only 5 foot tall.
Yeah, I'm like 3 something.
Piggyback ride.
Damn. You skedoodle off. As you do, you realize that you're walking path in path with the blonde elf lady and a small troop of children. They seem very interested in the Crow Man and begin looking at his shiny bottles.
I'm gonna look at them. Hold on 1 sec. Gotta open my thingy.
Aw, man.
I look at him and say, "What are you looking at?"
They just look. The blood that's drizzling from the goblin has stuck to the feathers, and when you yelled at them, it looked like you were also feathery. And they're like, peep, peep, like you're a little bird, and they jump around making chicken noises at you.
Give him a squint.
I'm gonna laugh in a large man voice.
Oh, jeez.
You have a large man voice?
I recorded a
Sometimes.
large man laughing with my bird brain.
Okay. The children stick shiny rocks to the Birdman and laugh and make bird noises. They have quite a rapturous time until young elf lady motions them into a little schoolhouse. She's like, sorry they bothered you.
I'm going to shrug and look at the shiny rocks that these children placed upon us.
Most of them are just like flecks of metal.
It's shiny. It does the deed of being shiny.
Let's see. You finally continue on and make it to the tavern. When you get there, the doorway to it is the mouth of a very large, like, fish bone.
Cool. Gonna walk right in.
It's actually it's pretty quiet, except in the corner. There's somebody. Everybody seems focused on somebody who's up on a stage.
I'm gonna not make a lot of noise. Look for the bartender or the innkeep or whatever.
Yeah. Is there like a front desk before the commons room, or is it more of a tavern thing? We have to talk to the barkeep.
It's much more like a tavern, traditional.
Okay.
There's a very skinny gentleman wearing an eye patch behind the tavern bar. He's not paying attention when you guys come in.
I guess I'll go up to him and try to not get the table too sticky or the counters too sticky. I said, I'm looking for a room. Do you have a bathhouse?
He tells you there's a well pump out back. He says rooms are a copper piece.
A copper piece?
Yeah, they're
How much?
nothing.
How many people can we get in a room? How many beds can we get?
They're one bed lots because
Oh, okay.
he tells you this used to be the old barracks, so they're literally like one person, one room for some of these.
Okay. I'll give him the. I only have it in gold, so I'll give him a gold, but I want my change. You know.
He's like, sure, and he like scrapes your one gold coin off and just like pours a bunch of copper on the table.
Just kind of give him a squint. Is there anything combustible on the table?
I mean, there's empty beer glasses lining it. Everybody's surrounding the stage. Nobody's really like at the bar currently except for him.
I'm gonna cast prestidigitation on like any I don't know, loose papers on the table or something like that. So it lights up.
Yeah, it's just look real haunting.
Yeah. Oh no, I mean I light on fire.
Yeah, but it's an illusion.
I don't think it is.
Prestidigitation. It's not an illusion. You're gonna light the bar on fire?
I mean, just one thing, one untended small item.
You know, on a bar.
He's gonna give me a bunch of copper. He deserves it.
And it's not like the bar will instantaneously combust.
I'm gonna
Probably.
walk and swat you in the back of the head.
Burst in flame.
And
just kinda
that
give you a-
unconscious.
I give you a dirt. Yeah, actually. How much damage you do?
None.
It would be
I'm made of
6.
feathers.
Well, I already did it, so I scoop up the copper in a bag and just say thanks.
Water.
When you put it out, the bartender's like, somebody tries to light my bar on fire like every day. He's like, it's nothing new. His eye patch like lifts up. A small spider climbs out of it and behind his head.
Oh Jesus! Does it eat his brains? Also, is there just scorch marks already all over the bar?
Yeah, there's like a handful of knives just sticking out of the bar. The whole place is like a rowdy Western mess.
All right. So I guess I got what we have 5 people.
Yes.
I'll get 5
Well,
rooms.
and a bird.
Oh,
Pirate. What about the pirate?
I did bring the pirate with us.
I
but
guess I'll get.
you don't have to get him a room if you don't want to.
We can deal with that when we group up. I mean, we don't even know if we're gonna stay here. I'm just gonna wait here until then. But yeah, I go to the water pump and clean off if I can.
I'm gonna investigate the stage. Well, Morgan, what's your character's name? My brain.
Snort.
Well, Snort does that sort of thing. De-bloodening and whatnot.
Nice.
Is
Alright,
the water pump kind of in a private area, or is it like in the middle of the?
it's literally just in the back of the alley next to a crate.
Okay, so not a lot of people go there.
If anything, the alleys are more busy than our regular city here. It's just
Oh,
full of
okay.
filthy people.
Goons.
More like
Vagrants.
depraved people.
Oh, okay.
Like, if all the thieves in the city lived in the alleys, then I guess that would be a very weird city.
Don't let
Is
the
there
government see
is
you.
there a bucket I can grab too?
There isn't a bucket you can find. You could do an investigation to find one.
Okay. But yeah, I'll do that, and then I'll clean up the best I can here, and then I'll do the rest in the room, if that's okay. I don't mean to take it away from what Katie's doing.
Nah, it's fine. I imagine you go to find a bucket, and when you move over this crate, you can see like the handle of a bucket. Do you want to grab it? You want to take a bucket and clean yourself with it?
Yeah.
All right. When you do, inside the crate there is a small child.
Oh,
Dumpster baby.
like how small? Can it talk?
It could be anywhere from 6 to 10. It's hard for you to tell because this child is an
Sorry,
elf.
dumpster toddler.
Oh, so they could be like freaking 20 years old.
Yeah, they could be very old.
I just kind of look at him like, kid, get out of the bucket.
This kid like gets up. You didn't realize until they got up how skinny they were. Like they feebly climb out of sitting in the bucket in the crate.
Oh, jeez. Oh no.
Almost like too shy to talk, barely
Oh.
audible. You hear it. The elf say, "Do you have any food?"
Oh, Morgan, you gonna be an asshole to the skinny
I can't, cause like I'm an orphan myself. I can't. I'm just like my sisters. They just remind me of my sisters. It's like, I fill the bucket up and I say, "Come with me." And I bring them to the end. I'll get them something to eat.
Nice.
Try my best not to show that I care.
Imagine elf is just wearing like a
So like I care.
dirty potato sack.
What'd you say, Brandon?
The elf is just wearing like a dirty potato sack, basically.
Oh, jeez.
It's like Dobby.
How so?
Kelso.
House
Yeah.
House elf.
Oh, okay. But yeah, so I'll clean up a little bit and I'll take them inside. I'll grab their hand if they are still kind of hesitant.
All right, you managed to bring the elf inside. Anyway, the Kenku approaches the stage. There's some kind of like charismatic figure on the stage.
It's Cab.
It's a kobold.
Everyone's yelling at him to get down.
The Cobalt.
Oh no!
Whatever he's yelling about, everybody seems very enthusiastic in agreement. He's shouting. He's talking about something. He says that the famine doesn't hurt the aristocrats. It hurts the people. He says when you don't own the land that you work, that you'll never have anything. And basically goes on to describe an economic situation in which the people they don't own anything and they don't learn anything, so they're just constantly tricked and fooled by rich people.
The ruling elite.
Yeah, by an aristocrat. What do you call it when it's ruled by only aristocrats, basically?
An aristocracy.
Aristocracy.
That was what I was looking for. I even have it written down. Check.
I'm gonna ruffle my feathers because I hate rich people.
Mm-hmm. This kobold, he's like a pretty like okay looking suit. He looks like an intellectual for a kobold.
Mm.
Every time he like hits like these like hard hitting facts, everybody in the crowd just starts hooting and cheering. You're standing like the Kenku is standing right next to somebody who not a giant, but maybe how about some dwarves? Standing next to some dwarves, and one of them gets up on the stage and he talks about how he mines like it's his birthright, but he doesn't get to keep any of the stones. It just goes straight to the people who own the land.
Yeah. That ain't right.
Yeah, let's eat the rich.
Gain their power.
Let's see. After like a couple people get up on stage, the kobold jumps down. He has like a big cone he's been shouting into, and he comes over to Clang, and he's like, "You look like an intelligent fellow." And he's like way shorter than Clang, so he wraps his arm around Clang's leg. He's like a very small kobold. He's like, "Tell me." He's like, "What do you think it would be like to be one of the aristocracy?" And he like holds the cone up to you.
Shiny.
He's like, "That's right. All they see is shiny. It obscures it. They have no morality. They are evil." Let's see. Is there any other fact I'm supposed to tell you about that?
They take
Oh.
candle. That's right. They do take candle.
He basically just explains that a lot of like rich noble people came here, corrupted, bought people from bought land from corrupt government officials, and then now they own big swaths of land. The prisoners that get set here basically can only work that land or wander into the jungle and die. And most people are very upset about that because now they're here, they can't really go anywhere else.
Wait. I can just play that. I'm too.
Nice. I imagine right about now the goblin comes back with a small, emaciated child.
I am going to inspect this child with my keen bird eyes.
This child looks hungry.
We're gonna get this child some food.
I bring my bucket of like watered down blood to the counter and say, "What do you have to eat?"
He just kind of looks around. He's like, "Not much." He has like another bucket that was like the same bucket he had the copper coins in. He just dumps it on the table. There's like 10 carrots. 2 of them are probably worth eating.
I kind of shrug and say, "How much are the carrots?"
He's like, "A gold piece."
What? It's more than a room?
10 carrots?
He's like, a room can't fill your stomach.
Fair.
Neither can these goddamn carrots.
So it's a gold piece for all the carrots?
He shakes his head at you.
Alright, can I pick out the good carrots?
Yeah, the other
He
ones
shakes
are.
his head at you.
You want 2 good carrots?
Yeah, give me the 2 good carrots. I'll pay him with what I can.
I'm gonna ask him how much for the bad carrots.
A gold piece.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. He would just be like, a gold piece. They're all, each one of them, even the bad ones.
Is the elven child taller than me?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Just a little bit, though.
Alright. Well, I'm gonna give her a room, unless Katie wants to do something.
No, you can give her a room.
I'll give her one of the rooms that we got. And, like, I'll talk to her. I'm like, why are you all by yourself? Where are your parents at? As she's chowing down on some carrots.
Imagine she would just devour those carrots, but savor the delicious flavor of these. They're still not that great, but they're edible carrots.
They're not soupy, all squishy and spongy.
Real quick.
Should have stewed him.
I'm gonna buy
Yeah, I had time for that.
bad carrots and then cast purify food on them.
Nice. You convert the carrots of bad quality into good carrots.
And I'm gonna give one to the elf, and one to Snort because I massacred you earlier.
Yeah. Thank you.
Barely.
Don't worry, you'll have other chances to make it up to me.
Squawk.
Quick.
Here, we'll come back to the child. Let's go back to the lighthouse really quick.
Sounds good.
All right,
Yeah, what did I miss from that when I had to go?
you're going.
I apologize.
Thankfully, Taryn picked the lock so that you or I didn't headbutt the door open.
Oh, I really wanted to headbutt something in this game.
So, we're at least being inconspicuous.
Yeah, Taryn insists that the monk go first into the dark room of unknown.
I agree.
I am also inclined to agree.
I don't see anything wrong with this.
Cooperation.
It feels like you gave me a heart attack.
All right,
Let's see.
is the monk gonna move silent or just wander in?
I cannot see where my mini is.
Oh, I didn't set up a room for it.
Oh, okay, that explains it. I'm just gonna wander in.
All right. As you wander in, the darkness kind of regulates to your eyes, and you're like, oh yeah, you're like, this room is a goddamn mess. You're like, that's a similar sensation. You've kicked bottles around on the floor.
I'm like, looks great in here.
Clang, 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 clang.
Yes.
Does the rest of the party want to go in and try to find the stairs and go up?
I thankfully have dark vision, so yes.
Why did I go first? You have dark vision.
Well, I thought it was a good idea, and so did Taryn. And Taryn stabbed a guy earlier, which is pretty cool. So, like,
I punched a guy.
you didn't stab a guy in his neck, basically, though. So, like,
Yeah,
I punched him.
you gotta use your fist to stab.
yeah,
Ooh.
you're kind of low on the totem pole right now.
Dang it. I hit someone with my stick.
Stab
I
him
pulled up
next
my
time.
stick.
Come on, I can hit someone with a stick.
Well, yeah, but that's like the whole thing.
Bushido was his whole thing, or her whole thing.
I just sort of let
Fighting,
myself
I
in.
thought.
All right, you got it's a mess. You can see the spiral stairs that should lead up. Do you guys want to take them?
Yeah. I'll take the front because I'm really the only one who can see very well in here.
All right, everybody
Sounds like a plan.
Make a sense check.
A what check?
Perception or
Oh, perception. Sorry, I gotta get used to the new skills.
Holy crap. I'll be goddamn.
looking at a hot 12. Looking at a hot 17. Never mind.
32.
Doing damn fine with these
Nice.
flavor rolls.
All right, everybody but the monk notices this.
I got a 17.
Yeah.
I stick my quarterstaff out like a blind man's cane.
That's fine. You're all heading for the stairs. I imagine the monk is just wandering about with the stick, heading towards the stairs. When suddenly, smash! Somebody breaks a bottle over the back of the monk's head. Somebody shouts, "I already paid you this month." He's like, I don't have any more money.
Look at him, unfazed. I'm like, me neither.
Happens all the time.
There, what the rest of the party saw is that on the couch there was a blanket, and it looked like there was garbage there, but the blanket moved, and there was a chubby man there, and he got up and broke a beer bottle over the monk's head.
The man was the garbage.
Whoa.
How many stairs up am I?
About 10.
Can I safely leap down them?
Yes.
All right. This man wants to tussle, so I'm gonna give it to him.
How much damage did I take?
Less than 18.
You did
Well,
get
that's
hit
good.
with a
You
bottle.
take 2
you're right.
damage. Alright, Gensha, you come flying down, and the guy who just broke the beer bottle still has part of the bottle in his hand. He's like, yeah, huh? You want some? And he sees you flying down, and he goes, no!
Hey there, pal. Friend, guy, let's take this slowly. We ain't looking for money.
Not yet.
Not
Let's
yet.
let's keep our options open here.
Again, I'm like, I am.
He's still like cowering. He's like, not in the face. He's like, well, you guys don't want my money?
No, we're just looking for some information.
I hold up the bottle, and I'm like, and any more of this? Does not realize it's laxatives.
All right, here's the prune juice.
Sick.
Finally.
I've been bound up for days.
There's no bran on this island.
Like these people haven't heard of fiber before.
All we eat are carrots.
You wish. You eat
I,
dried meat and crackers.
I just eat crackers.
I'm fine, right? Your tooth falls out.
Look, we're looking.
I just let it sit in my mouth for a long time.
We're looking for some directions, and you seem to be the only reputable source in town.
Points at myself offendedly.
Yes, you should be offended.
Good,
We were
I am.
hoping- We were hoping if you could help us decipher this admittedly disgusting map.
Oh no, don't insult a man's map.
Yeah, see, he
No,
takes-
it's because I blew my nose in it.
Oh, that's right.
yeah.
But I don't tell him that.
He already knows it's bad. He's like, oh, it smells like fried dinosaur dung, and he rolls it out. It just
Why does he know that smell?
It
Don't
happens.
ask any questions.
You've been here long
Just over
enough.
there.
You try to eat anything.
We've already been
It's
attacked.
a festival special.
We've already been attacked by illiterate pirates, and
They can count though.
That's all you need, baby.
Read
They can
numbers.
count up to 9, one for each finger.
he looks at the map for like 2 seconds. He's like, yeah. He's like, you guys want to go to the Serpent's Mound? He's like, you're not looking for a guide, are you?
A guide would be appreciated, but we're more just looking for directions. This guy here is going to take us there, and I motion to the.
You pointed to. I point to Taryn too.
Taryn's the brains of the operation.
I point to the groggy pirate slung over my shoulder.
Oh.
Taryn just throws in, but a guide might be appreciated a little bit too.
Let's see. I imagine Jack Black. He's like, I am the archaeologist. And he's like, sure. He's like, here. He's like, it's real hard to miss. He takes you up to the top of the lighthouse. From there, you can see the surrounding countryside. It looks pretty beautiful by the ocean. It's not sunset, so it looks super great. And he points. You can kind of see it on this map that I drew. He's like, Serpent's Mound. He's like, you can't miss it. He points out there. He's like, it's it's not part of any mountain range. It just sticks up out of that field over there.
Now, let's talk hypotheticals. Let's say we do want a guide. How much do you run?
He's like, not often.
Now, if anything, he runs a lot. He's got loan shark. He's like, I
No
run.
one in my
very
family
fast.
runs, sir.
I come from a long line of non-runners.
Very fast.
He tells you that he would not want to go up there. He says that there's probably nasty Yuan-Ti up there who will stab you full of holes and leave you in the canal.
I once again gesture to the pirate on my shoulder.
He's gonna be the one full of holes.
I would also like to mention that we are capable in combat. All we're asking for is a reliable guide in exchange for, say, some payment. Seems fair.
Show him
You
the
don't
dried
die,
meat.
you get paid.
Give him the dried meat.
Show him the dried meat. They're in a famine.
Maybe we could settle his debt and he'll help us.
Maybe we can kill his debtors.
Yeah, well, that's one way to settle it.
You murder hobos.
Wait, do you have the same debtor? Is that what the problem is?
No. What? No. What? Gambling is uncouth. Also, a debtor is someone who has a debt. I misspoke. I think it's a debitor. No, I don't actually know what the other word is, but
We can
Loan
stick
shark.
with loan shark, yeah.
yeah.
Make a Diplo check. I want to see how well that goes over with him.
All right. Here I go. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh boy, here I go. Diplomacying again.
Persuasion. 7.
Yeah, he's not super convinced. He says he'll take you to the base of the mountain because he has to go there anyways because that's where his excavation is. But
That's right. What?
That-
he probably won't take you any further unless he can be more thoroughly convinced.
More thoroughly convinced, eh?
He tells you that he'd like some gold. If you've got lots of gold right now, he's like, I'd take that.
I bet.
Well, I got some duck, and I got a morning star.
Which one do you want? I'll give you the morning star, just not a place you want.
Jeez.
Gross.
Oh, I roll a 6.
Yeah, I imagine when you pull the maul out, it just so happened that there was the roof was above you and it's low, so you just got the maul stuck in the wooden crappy.
Oh
house.
no!
It's so embarrassing. Oh no.
So it just wasn't very scary. So he's not super convinced
Wait.
by that.
Is it a funny situation?
It's pretty comedic.
I laugh.
Nice.
Does the bard want to try to talk to him?
That
The
seems
bar
like
roll
a
out?
thing a smart person would try.
I slink off and eat some duck.
Duck.
Oh, when'd you get duck?
The bard Terran, he's gonna like laugh off the comedic antics of his companions and be like, listen, I'm sure we can work something out down the line based off of service, you know? I mean, it might be really easy, it might be really hard. We could talk about it down the line, but we could really use a guide.
Now you can make a Diplo check.
What, persuasion? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah.
Oh, it is persuasion. Sorry. Man, I already used to this.
This
I mean,
sounds
it's
like a
it's same
Diplo
thing.
song.
Charisma!
He's like, you seem like a
Only
trustworthy fellow.
Bambi.
Let's drink to it. And then you like all cling drinks, and also the monk has a drink.
Oh no!
Now what
Do
kind
I
of drunk
really?
is- Oh,
Yeah,
Is this
I imagine
something
you
that you're
strike a
allowing?
pile.
Yeah.
All right,
Look
he
like
wants to know.
just drink it and just feel. I'm like, oh, well, that was odd. Hello, fellows.
he's perfectly normal now.
I've been going through alcohol withdrawal.
Dang.
'Cause
He
I am
wants
a
to know, what do you guys want to do? Leave immediately, or he wants to know whether you want to stay there and get hammered and then leave in the.
I would like to stay here and get hammered, if possible.
We have some companions. Perhaps we could bring our booze to the inn that they're staying at and relax together.
That would
As
give
long
us-
as there's booze, we can do it.
That would give us time to, well, go over the plan and beat the crap out of this pirate to get some catharsis out. I mean, talk over our plan, and I can hit the pirate.
I mean, I'll hit him as long as we got. Yeah, if you guys want me to. I mean, I don't really.
I make sure to give the pirate the bare minimum amount of water and a little bit of duck to keep him alive, and also from
What? He
struggling
gets stuck,
emotionally.
and I get hardtack.
You
You
chose to
took
eat.
the hardtack.
You chose to eat the hardtack.
I was just hoping that you would be the bigger person.
That I would pity you for eating hardtack like a monster.
You made this decision.
what?
Now you have to live with it.
Yes.
I'm all for bringing the party to our friends.
Okay. Then Frankie is gonna pop out of being a centipede and turn into this gross kind of toad-looking demon thing with these like slimy wings. He's like, "Hey!"
I look at the bottle and then look at everyone else.
This is the tavern.
Is this the first time that I've seen this happen?
Yeah,
I imagine
Yes.
so.
he's always in centipede form, so he's got
Well,
this really toothy, sharp grin.
I've seen some weird stuff before, so I'm not too horrified, but that is pretty gross. I throw up in my brain.
Been there.
Who's gonna carry me while we go?
I put my finger on my nose immediately and dropped to one knee.
I guess you can sit on my shoulder.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Just
I gotta be back in the centipede, though. They don't like demons.
Yep.
You got a paper? I can write down directions.
I happen to have a few more scraps of parchment that I palmed from the I'm not gonna call it the corrections office, but the office that we showed up in the beginning.
Hey, look at you. Prepared. He reaches out like a slimy, sticky hand for the quill.
I hand him the quill and wipe off a little bit of slime on just the front of me.
Alright, he writes it down and like gives you the slimy quill. Slime on the paper, and then he turns back into a centipede.
Oh, good God. Well, I guess it's not any worse than the map.
It smells of brimstone, so like rotten eggs.
Ugh.
Nice.
It's kind of similar, actually. It's alarming.
Kind of curls around your neck like he does for Snort, and then he's ready to go.
Oh, he likes me.
You can just feel the thousands of legs itching your neck as you walk.
Oh boy, this is why I cut my hair.
Yikes.
Well, yeah.
You say you cut your hair and I'm just like touching my head.
Let's carry on. I quietly threaten the pirate to not do anything stupid while we're in the bar.
He's still kind of woozy. He's like, yeah, whatever you say, slugger.
There's a good boy.
All right, let's go back to the tavern really quick before we reunite the party. All right. What was that? You guys were talking to the elf.
Feeding an elf.
Yeah, he's feeding the malnourished elf. Snort had been asking the elf where its parents are.
And what's your name and all that kind of stuff.
Let's see.
As I'm cleaning up, I guess. Should we be in? I'll be in one of the rooms. I'm sure he wouldn't want me to clean blood all over his counter.
I followed you guys.
All right.
Correct. You're just gonna clean up this person.
I'm gonna clean myself up.
Okay. I misheard what you said. All right.
I mean, I can clean them too, but I'll have to use different water. There's blood all over it.
Are there
That's
bugs
fair.
on the child?
Yes,
I'm gonna pick them off and eat them.
they are delicious.
Okay. I'm grooming this child like a small monkey.
This child is not as perturbed as you thought it might be. Let's see. After the child eats and washes his face, it looks like a whole new person. Like 100% better now. It's not a dirty, malnourished child.
Real quick, I forgot you guys took on a small malnourished child. Just very briefly.
You weren't there. It's okay.
So what did you think was happening?
Oh, I mean, I forgot about it while we were discussing getting hammered at the tavern with all of our friends.
Oh, we didn't know.
Oh no, I know. I'm just thinking about how fun the experience is going to be out of game, but I had forgotten they had a child.
Yep, we birthed it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Malnourished and all.
What have you guys done?
Science!
Has science gone too far?
Alright,
Looked
so
at the bottle again.
what does the elf say?
The elf
Is this
tells
where
you-
elves come from?
Santa's elves. The elf tells you that it doesn't know where its mother and father are. They were scared and told him that the elf had to run away. The elf tells you that her name is Terra.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's
And
my sister's name is Tara. What a
That's
coincidence.
Very similar.
Maybe.
Wait.
Well, I mean, I could give her like some of my gold, but I don't want to take her with us just because we're gonna be dealing with dinosaurs and Yountie and giant dodos, you know. Do you know anyone in town that might be able to help you, or what do your parents look like? Maybe we can help you find them.
Let's see. She describes her parents. They're both full elves, and she's an elf. They all have blonde hair. And
Why did they let her go by herself in this land?
she said, like the story she gives you is somewhat confusing. She tells you that her family told her that she had to run, and that they looked really concerned, and that she ran through the bushes until she came out here.
Oh, so she's not even from Highwater, huh?
Or
Yeah.
Highcliff.
Highcliff, sorry.
No worries.
Geez, I want to help her, but like we can't. I'll give her some gold. I say I'll give her the rest of my copper, so like 95 pieces of copper.
Mm-hmm.
Say this will be enough to get you a room for a long while, and I give her a couple of pieces of gold to hand her, or was it
Hold her over.
hold her over? There we go, for a little while. And I say, I wish I could do more, but we have to head out soon. If you're still here when we get back, maybe we can help.
I look at you like a kicked puppy.
You want to bring her into the bush?
Squawk.
There's dinosaurs there. Look at that. I just point to the Triceratops by the wheel.
The Triceratops, as if on cue, roars.
I am.
I see there are dinosaurs here.
You got a point there. I mean, I guess we could keep a better eye on her if she's with us. Do you want to come with us?
She just kind of shrugs. You can imagine this is the only food that she's had in a long time, and it's only because you guys are here. So,
Looks like we're getting a child in the party.
I just like how Brandon was like, there's not going to be like a bunch of NPC tag-alongs.
you guys already have fucking 3.
It's your fault.
3!
You did this.
You call us murder hobos every time we don't murder people.
Just kill everybody. I don't know.
And now I choose not to murder hobo a guy and take him with us, and we're taking a child and
And
Who's the third?
a chubby archaeologist.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
But
ask
I wouldn't count him.
if she has any skills.
She tells you that she can sew and wash vegetables.
Oh, jeez.
How precious.
I
Eat a lot of food.
I turn around to face like away from everyone, and I was like, fine, but you're taking care of her, Clank.
Squawk. I try to feed her a bug.
And I'll take my dress off and switch into my leather armor, and say, if you can sew, fix this up.
She'll immediately find some things to start sewing it together again. Where Clang ripped it apart with inflict wounds.
Wah, wah, wah.
Alright. The party arrives at the tavern. Party, make perception checks.
Not me.
No, the party members arriving at the tavern.
Party A or Party B?
Party B.
Lighthouse party.
Lighthouse party.
Ain't no party like a lighthouse party because a lighthouse party's in a lighthouse.
That's true. You got it.
Wowee.
Wowee.
Perception. Yeet. Some of my rolls are good. Shit. BRB, 5 seconds.
Uh-oh. I pick up the Taryn, are you a gnome or a halfling?
Taryn is a halfling and proud of it.
Yeah.
Halfling. And I'm like, child.
Oh no.
Child, we've been followed since the lighthouse.
I'm back.
You overhear me talking to Taryn and telling him that we've been being followed since the lighthouse.
Taryn can't get past the child thing. He immediately starts shouting, "Child! Child! Who are you calling a child? Put me down now!"
It's gonna get stabby.
I look at the orc. Should I?
I felt something was a little off.
About the child?
No, about us being followed, you moron. Come on. Where are you? Where are you?
I'm still holding Taryn, and we both just look at you at the same time.
And put Taryn down. It's a grown.
Puts him down gently and pats him on the head.
That is a grown-ass man. Do not pat him.
Taryn casts invisibility and grumbles, "Son of a bitch, call me a child. I'll check it out. You just keep walking."
Jesus. I honestly thought that he was. I honestly thought that we had noticed everything, and he was talking about the child, but I guess fucking not.
Oh, looks like the old drunk guy's coming in handy.
Mm-hmm.
Sure you are, buddy. I give you a well-meaning pat on the back.
7 out of 10.
How does Snort look?
They're in
Like
their
a
room,
green
so
child.
you'll have to find them. They're not at the tavern that they said they would be at. They're
Oh.
in the room. So
I meant to say I was going to be downstairs waiting. I'm sorry.
oh, then you
Oh,
find.
also, Frankie told us where they were because they can communicate
Oh,
Yeah.
through telepathy.
Oh,
I
I thought he said that he only said they were in the tavern and gave us directions to the tavern. I didn't actually think that he gave us like down to the where they'd be in the tavern direction.
Nah, not in the tavern directions, but like.
Oh, but they can communicate on the fly. Duh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
So
So
I'm
this is
sitting
what's
there.
familiar.
My hair's in like a wet ponytail. And I'm wearing leather armor, black leather armor.
Okay, so you look better. That's good.
Yeah, I'm not covered in blood anymore.
Cleaned yourself up. That's nice.
Yeah. I think we might have another person joining us. Did you find the archaeologist?
Yeah, I motion behind us to the
To Jack Black.
Yeah, to
Jack Black just comes in. He's like, "Ooh yeah," and he has like 2 bottles.
So
He
he's
does a high
taking
kick
us.
from the hip.
He's taking us to the block in the waterway.
He's gonna take us to the entrance where we should start going, and then we'll work on it from there.
Is there any chance I recognize this dude?
He's Cab's favorite, by the way.
What, the archaeologist?
Yeah, he's the only one that would give me booze.
Does Snort means the archaeologist recognize him?
Yeah, because he seems like he's a person that's in a lot of debt.
No. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah. I wasn't expecting you guys to pick him up, so now I have to flush him out. Thanks. Here we go again.
Well, I mean,
I'll kill him right now if that's what you want.
You offered a party to the exact type of group that would want to party, but are also intelligent enough to know that our friends would also want to party, and no information that we learned. Really, I mean, you set us up for failure.
So he's gonna take us most of the way. Did he think the map was legit? I look at him. Is it legit?
He's like, legit. He's like, what do you mean? Some Yuanti scribble notes. And he's like, let's find a table. He finds a table where some guy's unconscious. He just wipes the table with that guy and pushes everything in that guy off the table.
Does that guy have anything left on the table, like beforehand? Just wondering.
There was an alcoholic drink that was getting thrown to the floor.
Make that dex save to catch it.
Yep.
Yeah,
Acrobatics.
reflex save?
With
Acrobatics?
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to see that one.
Come down the stairs.
11. There was a 1 on the advantage.
Oh no. Shit.
Do I catch it or does it shatter?
You catch it, but the alcohol falls out.
I catch it, but the glass is so shitty that the bottom of the glass falls out and everything inside just falls to the ground and shatters. And I just look at this empty glass.
Nice. Anyway, Jack Black rolls the map out on the table. does the party want to form a plan? Also, the Kenku came down with the child.
What do you say?
The party want to work on a plan. Also, the rest of the party is now introduced to the child.
Hmm.
I have a small bean.
So I found her in a box.
I glare at the child and say that we will talk about that later.
I'm going to give the child a piggyback ride.
The child probably still looks pretty skinny despite having eaten something for a few days, right?
Yes.
I give it some duck
I wish I had duck.
and tell it to
devour
eat.
Tell it to eat. It's an elf. You can talk to it.
No, tell it.
Just kind of shrug and say, "Go ahead."
Nom 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 nom.
Perfect. You have made a friend in this elf. It hugs Gensha's leg.
Yes, that's nice.
Offer it booze. Everyone else is like, no.
I would.
Stare a million daggers at you.
I would not do that. But
Plan.
yes, I would like to actually form a plan. And I don't shake off the child, but I subtly gesture that the child should let go of my leg.
I was like, yeah, I've been kind of thinking about that too. Most of us can see during the night, right?
I don't think I can.
Really?
Let me check.
Kenkus have to sleep.
Yes. I don't think I have night vision.
No. Dang, I was hoping we could all travel at night, just to avoid being kind of
I mean,
get whatever advantage we can, you know.
that's fine. I'm just the healer. I don't have to attack people. As
But you
long
gotta
as
see where you're going.
Yeah, I could just get a piggyback ride from somebody.
Taryn similarly does not have night vision or dark vision.
Neither does me, a human.
Oh, unfortunate.
Well, I was hoping that 1 out of 5 would be a pretty good deal, but I guess
You got
I was
2 out of 5.
I meant 1 out of 5 that didn't have night vision.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, I don't know then. What were you thinking, Gensha?
I mean, we have torches. They're not as subtle, but it's.
I mean, I think we'd rather just go during the day then. Actually, is it like extremely hot during the day? Maybe we want to travel during the night because of that. I don't know. I haven't even been here for a full day yet.
I'm down with night travel as long as we do it safely.
Okay. So, travel at night. What else do you want for a plan, my dude?
Well, that brings up the next topic. What are you doing with the child?
Well, that's a good question. I think me and Clang were talking about bringing her with us for a little while. Just to make sure she's, doing all right until we can find a better place for her. She doesn't know where her parents are, Can't just leave her to starve.
I am visibly angry.
I'm
But
also
I'm-
upset.
I'm
I
too
just-
angry to know what to say.
I hold up the child in her cute face.
I narrow my eyes at Genji and like, unless you got a problem with that, is that what you're trying to say? Because we can deal with this right now if you want.
Ah, God. I
You can feel Frankie's legs kind of tightening around your neck.
how big is the child compared to like one of my hand axes? I just want to give it a weapon.
This hand axe is quite large for a child who has no, it's just skin and bones, basically.
You know, I could always just teach her to fight with her hands.
I was skin and bones once too. It'll get used to it.
Yeah, you guys.
I have a bow and arrow. I could teach her that.
You guys want to train this person to be a murder hobo?
You have no proof
No,
I've ever
I don't
murdered
want to take it
anyone.
along at all. I'd rather it stay at the fucking inn with the money that it has.
I want to teach her to use a bow.
I want to teach her to punch stuff. That was a good one.
I don't
How
want
much
it
rations
want
did
it
you
to
get
come
from
with
that
us.
guy?
But if it comes with us, it's going to have to defend itself.
Yeah.
Should ask her what
I agree.
I'm gonna ask her what she thinks.
I'm 10 years old.
Yeah, she's like, I'm 12.
That's perfectly anime pro tag age.
She's 12 but 6'4".
Dang elves.
Nobody knows how old elves are.
I mean, it's another person to take watch.
Yep. Just this child to take one. Let's just bring a cab to the dinosaur bush. Let's bring a children to Jurassic Park.
I mean,
Hey, remember that thing that they do in Jurassic Park?
the children made it out of Jurassic Park. I just want to point that out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there
they
was
also had a sick ice cream sundae social. So
gymnastic
just
shit.
saying,
Dinosaur in the face.
it's like the best part.
So, if we're going
Eat
off
all the ice cream.
movies,
Remember when they eat all the ice creams?
no.
There's a whole point where they just eat ice cream in Jurassic Park.
It's all right, we're off topic. Hold up.
What did
Let's-
she say when we asked her what she thinks?
She says I'm 12.
Are you
Yeah.
faking it?
No,
Well, she's 13. And like, when we get back, we can check up on her and keep helping her. It's just the brush isn't safe. I wish we had someone to look after her. I don't know who that would be.
The pirate
Yeah, alright.
or the archaeologist?
He's tried to fuck us up like 3 times in the last like half a day.
yeah, he'll just train this child to assassinate you.
Pass.
What about the archaeologist?
Well, why don't we just set her up in the room?
There's no food here.
Why don't you guys ask archaeologists?
I asked Jack Black. I'm like,
Yeah.
what do you think we should do?
Well, does he know where there's like elves?
Jack Black tells you that he looks and she's like, you can see that she's like a blonde elf. She has like very little hair. He's like, that school teacher's a blonde elf. Done. And he just goes back to drinking.
Thanks, Jack
Oh,
Black.
yeah. Yeah, Jack
Uh,
Black's the best. Thanks, Doug.
well, maybe there's an orphanage we could take her to.
Wait, no, we'll take her to the.
School teacher?
Yeah.
I mean, it could be. It just seems like a big coincidence. She's not from around here.
No, that's not. That she takes care of children, like as a job.
All right.
She would know where best to place them.
Okay.
You've
Yeah.
noticed that Cab has become much more coherent since having something to drink.
That's fair. I mean, it's better than us.
All right. As soon as the party decides that, suddenly there's a click. A cup flies, clambers against the rafters, hitting one of the low-hanging lanterns, casting light up there. You see above the party there are two shadowy figures, their faces obscured with cloth.
Oh, I
No.
thought Taryn was watching them.
You see Taryn was the one who has thrown the mug.
Thank you,
Oh.
Taryn.
Yeah.
Taryn just shouts, "Who's the child? I'm not a child."
Oh my god. New catchphrase.
I'm not a child.
Mr. Chichlack?
That
was the
You're
entire
a
joke.
child.
That was the entire joke I was going for. Was just everyone thinks Taryn's really young and Taryn's the oldest in the party.
Probably.
Taryn, how old are you?
About middle-aged for a halfling. What is that?
40?
No, it'd be a little bit more. It'd be like 60 because I think they live like a
Oh,
good couple
okay.
decades after humans. So yeah, you'd be around like 50 to 60. So you would be older than Cab. Cab's in his late 40s.
I'm probably like 13.
I am teen.
Gensha's like what, 19?
This party's young. I like it.
Goblins age quick.
So do
Yeah.
Kane.
So what are
can't
you like?
really-
Are you like middle aged for a goblin?
About, yeah.
I actually have a quick question on how you would rule something. It says I
Yeah.
can only throw my net 5 feet. What if I want to throw it farther? I mean, I'm sure that's physically, I'm sure that's physically possible, but like,
Just the way that you phrase that. Imagine it with anything else. It's
What
like
if I
my
want to-
acidic ray only goes 30 feet, but what if I want to shoot it 35 feet?
like
Okay,
I
that
have
sounds
a bow
good.
and arrow. Can I fire?
Did they get rid of reflex saves?
I don't think so.
I
Alright.
don't see
If
a
you-
reflex save.
If you want to react, you do a reflex save, and then we'll figure out whether you can throw your net farther.
Will a dexterity
okay.
save?
Should we do initiative?
No, if you guys can't make your reflex and hit them mortally, then they are going to run away.
Okay.
I am going to do my reflex then.
They got rid of it.
no,
Dex.
it would be a dexterity save.
Does Taryn get a chance to react to his own action? No, probably, right?
Nope. The cup throw was Terrence. He triggered this, so
Thank you, Taryn. Oh, never mind. I rolled a
otherwise-
6.
I would
Otherwise, we
rather
would have been
that.
killed. So, legitimate thank you to Taryn.
I wasn't being sarcastic.
Oh, sorry.
what does Cab want to do?
Vomit.
Does an 18 hit? Oh, you said hit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I have damage.
All right.
So, okay, cool. So I get to hit as well.
Yeah.
Ah, shit.
Miss.
Okay, I'm gonna use my another key point to do flurry of blows.
Go for it. But they are above you.
So does that mean Ben has disadvantage?
Yes, but also that he would have to make some kind of acrobatics to get up there.
Oh.
My jump is increased with oh no, that's if I use step of the wind.
Mm-hmm. All right, you manage to just get up there just as they are leaving. So what happens is the Kenku quickly draws a bow and fires, hitting one in the upper shoulder. Little bits of red blood spread out, and the monk flings his body up there after like catapulting himself off the table, bar brawl style.
I imagine I just smash one half of the table with my quarterstaff and fly myself forward like a seesaw.
You manage to almost strike one with your quarterstaff. And with the same move after you miss, you spin around and try to punch both of them, but you only land one blow with your 19. Roll for damage in that.
5 damage.
Nice. That's pretty good. That's not maxed out. Imagine you punch right in the arm where the
that's
arrow.
Near mid. My max damage for my punch is 7.
Oh, you're right. You only got 2.
Got me.
Let's see. In one swift action, both of the people who are in shadowy cloaks dart through the thatch and the roof. And one of them kicks the lantern that was sprung up at them. It hits the thatch and ignites behind them. So now the roof of the tavern has caught fire, and they leap and flee from the building.
I did not do that.
Did I do that?
All right. What's the party you want to do now?
I can create water, but I don't.
How much water can you create?
3 gallons at her level.
10 gallons
What?
within
Does it
range.
specify where
in
you
an
can
open
conjure
container.
it?
Water falls as rain in a 30-foot cube within range, extinguishing opposed flames in the area.
Oh,
So I guess, yeah, I can
Okay.
do that.
nice.
I can do that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that.
All right. Imagine you twiddle your fingers and little blue lights come out, and the little blue lights form a cloud, like a poof, and then they shoo, water comes pouring down, and there's only now a big gaping hole in the thatch. It smells like burnt thatch, but you fixed it. Tavern keeper looks at you. He's like, "Oh, there's people trying to burn down my tavern."
I should get a room for free for fixing this twice.
He looks at you. He's like, they haven't burned it down yet. But
All right.
super thankful. All right. Does the party want to attempt to pursue in any way?
If I can.
All right.
Like, they left the tavern, right?
Yeah, they.
So they're gonna look a little conspicuous running around in the street.
Well, yeah.
Also,
but
one of them is bleeding.
Oh yeah, we could look at that.
I did shoot one.
I punched one.
Did you stab punch them?
No, I haven't mastered that art yet.
Did you quarter-inch punch them?
No, not yet. One day.
All right, so I'll like look for blood or something, follow the trail if I can.
All right. Make an investigation. Does the rest of the party want to finish planning or go to investigate also?
I'm going to see if I can find that school teacher and bring a small child to her.
It's the middle of the night.
Oh yeah, for mine.
Is it?
It's night now. Well, they left the lighthouse when it was sunset.
Well, we started at 4 o'clock according to my arm sundial.
It's pretty accurate.
Mm.
Alright, then I guess I'm gonna stay here with this small bean.
Okay.
With this investigation, you find a loose blood trail, but it dissipates down an alley rapidly.
Oh,
Very little in any sort of clues, and the street is just empty of people. The alleyway was quite full, but nobody seemed to want to talk at all.
They have a national no snitching policy, just like America.
okay. Well, if I can't find anything, I'm just gonna go back to the tavern.
Snitches get sent away on a raft.
To the mermaid.
Back at the tavern, Cake who's protecting the little baby,
The small bean.
the small bean. The tavern keeper is loading up thatch on the roof again like nothing happened. And everything seems to have gone back to normal. There's a handful of rowdy people in the tavern. That's about it. Did the party decide whether they wanted to go at night or during the day?
I mean, I think we decided to go at night just to have a little bit of advantage. And like, what? Most predators are awake during the day, right? Is that how that
I wouldn't
works?
say most predators.
But like ones
Like a
that
good
don't,
number. Yeah.
like reptile ones, don't
Well, yeah,
hunt at night.
they're
right?
only because they're
Cold-blooded.
so-
Yeah. So we don't have to worry that much about dinosaurs, I would think, right?
Yeah. We should
I would
wait
agree with that.
until we find a place for the small bean, though.
Yeah, I guess we can hold up another day.
You're
Jeez.
saying being or bean?
Bean. Bean. Like a chair.
Like a
Gotcha.
chair.
What's
All right. So, what? We'll start up again the next day.
Yeah, does the party want to stay the night there and then that evening leave?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, we'll stop the game there for this week. I imagine the rest of the party just gets hammered with Jack Black character, never having asked what his actual name is.
Yeah, he's Jack Black now. I'm gonna have the small elf carry my gold. It's too heavy for me.
Small elf is happy to help.
Runs away with it. Yeah.
It's
Evil.
actually just an old elf.
Knew it. I called it. Wait, no, I didn't. That was the other elf. Never mind. Recanted.
All right. Well, that's gonna be cool. Next time we get to go into the bush or whatever they call it here. They call it the hedge here.